Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm visiting a temple in Batuan. Actually, the temple itself, it's located between in a tourist destination between Denpasar and Ubud, and there are a lot of tourists. They pass by and they stop over. Uh, Actually, you can see this temple is itself. Got a lot of monumental architecture. It's dated back to 1,000 years, and also it has the most popular destination to be visiting a site with 1,000-year-old history. To enter the temple, you have to go through by some protocols. When I say protocol, that there's a mandatory regulations. It's like you have to rent out a kit. That they say a sarong to wear by for the men, or shawl to cover the body for the women, or it's. You shouldn't be entering the temple without covering your body. It's a must that you should cover. It's a kind of respect that you give to the temple and to the locals. Because this temple, as I mentioned to you before, it's 1,000-year-old temple, and it got some kind of value in it. So when you get into the temple, when you walk through, you see there's some kind of calmness and peaceful in the location. Where you just, you don't hear any noise apart from birds or the wind blowing, or it's something very naturalistic environment. And also, looking through the structure, you can see it got, a kind of a Balinese architecture along with, influencing by Indian. Uh, sorry, it has got Indian architecture along with Balinese influence. And when you go through, all these monuments and the structure, it's very amazing how they managed to do this, with what kind of tools they used to carve. All these monuments and all these statues and all these structures. It's so amazing to see. What is the kind of material they used? Obviously, the craftsman must be very, very, extraordinarily skilled. And also, I wonder how long it took for them to complete the whole temple. When I say it's got influence of the Indian architecture, and you could see, some of the gods, actually, they are like in the temple of, they got like Lord God Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu. They're all in the form of different statues. Kept on the, in the temple itself. Obviously, it's been worshipped by the local village, local villagers in the village. And the roof of the temple is made from fiber. I mean, it's from a black palm tree. That's what I was told. And also, it's actually. You could see inside. You can see the inside of the from the bottom of the roof. It's a kind of black, and actually, it's maintained to the such level. It's not been. It's not actually got given up in any way. That has given like it looks like new. Though I was told. It was some of the part of the buildings were renovated in late 19th centuries. However, you could still see the whole Balinese effect of the temple. And also in the courtyard, we pass through. There are well-rooted trees, and also, there are a couple of ponds here near to another courtyard entrance. Obviously, the entrance was closed when I went, but there's a pond. Full of fish. You're allowed to feed the fish, and they kept some food for you to pick up and feed, and they got a till there. If you want, you can put any amount of money that you wish to pick some food for the fish. And also walking through, you could see a lot of rocks that being collected from the old structures, and they preserved and they saved. I mean, it's very important to know that in this temple, as is all the benefits of making wonders. Like see, the way they created this courtyard pond. This is a large pond with more fish that could be fed as well. And I wonder how they maintain this, because it's maintaining a building is not that easy. Compared to maintaining a very old structure, is obviously going to take a lot of effort and time. And they just see the all the the monuments are covered with yellow cloth. Because it's a kind of a respect they give to all these gods by the local villagers. And the surrounding is so calm and very peaceful. Someone who want to go there for relaxation, they could really go and simply sit somewhere in the corner and kind of meditate. So such a wonderful, quiet place. I mean, see the pond. There's another monument inside, in the middle of the pond. The gates are locked to go inside because they don't allow everyone to get into the pond. Maybe one for the safety reason, other one they don't want people to, hang around there. It's a kind of respect the sanctum. Now we are going through this, passageway to another courtyard with temples. And this temple as well, you see a lot of monuments here and there everywhere. Obviously they are preserving the structures, put it that way. Just imagine a number of structures created. All the and the architecture they are built into the temple. Every inch and by inch, they really done it to the perfection. Amazingly, to think about it, there's it's not a place that you could miss when in Bali. Obviously, it's a place between Denpasar and Ubud. It's on the main road. It's not that very far from anywhere. It's just on the main road between the two towns like Ubud and Denpasar. It's a worth while to visit this. It's very worth to visit this temple. When I went, it was very cloudy and humid, but there's no limitation for any peace or calmness there. I could really enjoy my whole day there because thing is, it's such a wonderful place. No one can miss, what is given over there in the temple. And this temple is largely maintained by the local villagers, and the local villagers kept the temple so clean, and they made to the very perfection. Obviously, they need money. To maintain this temple. They accept any kind of donations. But they do not demand anything. So that's a good thing about it. If you want to donate, you can always give anything that you wish to give to the temple office. That is the opposite of the temple, across the road. There's office there. Now, going through, these passages, actually, it makes me wonder how how they have the imagination to create such a wonderful temple. I thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and I wish I see you again.